Ciao guys, welcome back. Another week, another lesson by Danny. How you guys doing? Good.
Yeah, right.
Okay, you guys are doing wonderful. I'm glad to hear. This week, we've had discussions previously on what like topics we should be discussing, and that was like I don't really want to focus on anything specifically Counter-Strike related, but I'd rather give you a concept that will make you just a better player in general. That can be applied to any esport or just to anything general in life. And today we got a very special topic, and it is flow state. Flow state in Counter-Strike. Because the flow state varies between different games and in between different activities. So today I'll teach a general concept, but I'll go in depth while speaking about it, in like specifically about Counter Strike. So let's go, guys. Anyone wants to kick off the discussion with what is flow state?
It's like being in the zone, being like aware of everything pretty much, like fully focused on the whatever you're doing.
Full focus.
Everything
You're aware
goes-
that the information just comes into you and you just react to it without any trouble. Yeah.
Yeah.
Truzzy, what do you think of flow state?
Oh, just putting me on the spot, huh?
Yeah.
Um, uh, it's something about psychology. It's like when the actions you take don't require that much thinking behind it. Like it just happens naturally. Just do it. You just know it.
While being focused at all times, you're here, you're present, right? Mad scientist, you must know a lot about this. Seems like he doesn't. Anyway, yeah, we bounced off a couple of good ideas about flow state, and pretty much you guys were right. It is the ultimate form of concentration, where every channel of information is intaken and processed through effortlessly. And I'd like to show you a couple of clips from. You guys see the entire window, or do you see only the presentation?
Only presentation.
Okay. Then I'll show you a couple of clips. So this one is very important. It's from a movie named Matrix, and yeah, just like watch it. This is how it feels to be in the zone, you know?
No.
He is the one.
Fine, I will watch Matrix.
We're not gonna watch the entire movie, but why did you think that I showed you this clip specifically?
Because it shows you that when you're in the flow state, everything is like kind of slower for you, so your brain can process everything and move faster.
That was not my intention. That was not my intention. What about Mopsley? What do you think I showed this clip specifically?
Because the Kung Fu Panda is boring.
Because Kung Fu Panda is boring. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So the real reason why I showed this clip is, you see how he like people are shooting at him, right? And he's like, no, it's not real, you know, because it's not really happening to him. And in Counter-Strike, you kind of choose what happens to you. You know, you choose all your engagements, you choose who to look at, you choose where to play, you choose everything, and you kind of make your own reality. And you react to everything that's happening around you. So you set yourself up for a proper position to play out of, and you decide what to pay attention to. And so in this case, he he was like, these bullets aren't real, so he's not paying attention to that. And then the clip didn't continue, but then the agent starts attacking him, and he's just like reading it, and he's like, this is effortless to him. And so this is the ultimate flow state, is when you know what the enemy team is going to be doing before you actually like engage in the fight, the way that they're going to be picking you, what utility are they going to be throwing, and just what actions are going to be happening around the map. And so you kind of expect everything at the same time, and you choose how you react to it. And you only have like one choice that you can commit to, and you have to like really think about it. So, but there's always a problem with... no, I didn't show one more thing. And another thing which I want to show is a clip from a Katowice Grand Final between FaZe and G2. Robs is the main character of this play, and I just want you to feel the beauty of it.
You want to talk about mind games. Kerrigan over at the B bomb site says, we've stopped you here so much in this comeback. You have to go back towards A, but that's crumbling as well.
Ops is in a huge amount of trouble. He's going to try and take matters into his own hands. Couldn't find the second shot fast enough, but Jax, he drops in. Oh, talk about an Estonian. Oh, talk about a superstar. Talk about the elite. Robs is on a romp, and we're going to overtime, baby.
And so you see how he chose every single engagement. He had perfect movement, he had perfect aim. Just everything about the clip is perfect. It's so beautiful, this play, and it's really the best. Like, honestly, this is my most favorite play in Counter-Strike. Like, nothing beats that. It's so precise, and it's so well done. When this guy is playing to overtime, this is 14-15, and they're going to overtime. And it was basically a 1v4, because Kerrigan, can he win like a 1v4? No, not really. But Robs, he was like, okay, right now is the time. He kills Monasy. He's like, okay, there's one guy long, and there's people coming out of balcony. He drops. He's like, okay, the guys on balcony aren't picking me. Okay, I'll take the 1v1 on long. Kills the guy on long. Repositions behind the pillar so that they cannot get a free duel on him, and so he can like move like left, right of the pillar. Kills another guy because, he was low. And then he just 1-digs Nico. Like, everything about that play specifically was perfect. And the question is, how can you get yourself into that, into that state when you can just, solve every problem that's coming your way, like snapping fingers very quickly. And so, the main problem of flow state is that you don't know how to consistently get in it. It just happens to you. But how do you actually prepare yourself to perform in an esport or in Counter-Strike? And it all starts off from like physical aspects. The first one is, we already talked about it, but I cannot accent how important it is to actually fulfill these and actually do it. So sleep is very important, because everything in your life revolves around sleep and water pretty much. Your brain, your entire body needs water. It's just, we need 3.5 liters of water a day. Sleep. You need to sleep properly without listening to any music. It needs to be completely dark. You cannot be listening to anything. It's a time when your brain processes information. And whatever you learned that day, it gets processed at night, and then you remember it. And that's how information is stored and formed in your brain. So really make sure that you're getting high quality sleep. Nutrition. And you can do additional researches for your own needs, because I'm explaining a general topic which you have to narrow down for yourself, okay? I have my own ways of doing things, and I believe that this is what I'm showing to you is right, but you need to tune it to yourself, okay? It's like having a sensitivity. Nutrition. You need to make sure that you're not hungry, or you're not overly stuffed with food, because if you feel hungry, then one of your physical needs or like biological needs or just a combination of both is not fulfilled. So when you eat, when you drink, when you do all this, you feel physically good overall because there's energy in you, you're hydrated, and everything is fine with you. And finally, proper posture and positioning. People say, pro players can do everything and they can get away with it. A very popular example is Kinder. Just a very popular posture, and if you guys know about JDM, he used to lean back in his chair and he used to be like this when gaming.
Yep.
He was, good, but where's he now? And where's, Kinder now? And where are they gonna be in the next few years? Like, Ikinder, with the way that he's looking at the monitor, is extremely unhealthy, and it's gonna lead to very bad eye problems. Like, I can guarantee you that, because one of the biggest problems in esports health is eyesight. This is the number one. First eyesight, then back. And you really need to take care of your eyesight and make sure that you're sitting properly. And the way that you do it is, everyone's sitting in front of their monitor, I assume, right?
Yeah.
So your monitor height is supposed to be like, imagine your upper half of the monitor. Your eyes should be in between that half, in between that upper half. You get it? Yeah, and so you're not too close to the monitor, so it's like a hand away from you. Like when you're locked in, when your shoulders are narrowing in, just like a hand away, and you'll be fine. And that's it. And then you just make sure that you don't crisscross your legs, you don't do anything with your legs. Legs are just straight on the ground, and you're just like sitting properly. Your keyboard hand is properly set up for, working on your keyboard, and you make sure that your right arm, or whichever one you use for your mouse, is clear with skin. I'm serious about this. If you're playing with a hoodie like this, I don't know what you're doing. Like, it fucks up your aim. It fucks up the feeling, the consistent feeling of your aim. So it's important to have consistent way of playing a game. You sit in the same way. You position your arms in the same way. You position your monitor in the same way. Because if you keep changing these settings, and if you I sit like this, fucking legs up, all that. No, man, it's not performing. It's if you want to play seriously, you play seriously. You cannot be taking positions that you want. You need to be taking positions that will lead you to performance. So that's that. Make sure that it is done, proper posture and positioning, because you can really fuck up your shoulders, you can fuck up your back, your eyesight. So make sure that you're doing it correctly. And again, do your own research. Make sure that you are, defining your make sure that you're tuning everything for yourself. Any questions about this part?
And what about the sleeves?
Sleeves? The gaming sleeves?
Yeah.
The gaming sleeves, I feel as if they're more effective with glass mouse pads, because that's when you can glide. Because if you go against a glass mouse pad, your skin will get stuck, right? It just you can do it on your window right now. So if you have a a sleeve and you're playing on a mouse pad that's out of cloth, what's the point? Why not just use skin? If you'd like, you can do it. You can try it out. I was thinking about doing it, but it didn't make sense for me because, I don't have a glass mouse pad. So, if you want to try it out, and if it works for you, then do it. I know a lot of people that are doing it, and they play okay. Well, nothing crazy, so, yeah. But highly recommended with glass mouse pads.
Thank you.
Okay, any more questions on this part? Okay. Then pre-game rituals. It is probably one of the most important things to do you just need to get your mind into the game. Like, you have to mentally prepare yourself for the game that you're about to play. Overwatch, StarCraft, fucking GTA. You mentally prepare yourself. Like GTA, you're like, oh, I'm about to have fun with my friends. StarCraft, okay, I need to outthink how to like put my bases and stuff. Counter-Strike, how do I aim and how do I like think about the game? And so there are a couple of ways that you can get yourself like starting to get yourself into the zone. The first way is music, and there are two things that happen when you listen to music. You can listen to exciting music, and you can listen to like chill music. And it is strongly like up to you what you listen to, because some people need to get hyped up before a game, but some people, maybe because they're too anxious, or you know, they don't like to get hyped up, they need to listen to calmer music. And I actually tried it on myself, that I need to listen to more calmer music because I need to hit my shots consistently. Because I play collegiate Overwatch, I play on Widowmaker, and if I don't hit my shots on the sniper, then, you know, it's GG. I let down my entire team, so I don't want that to happen. Then another way is to watch pro player montages, or just like good players, like Doc. You can watch some like Donk compilations just to see like, okay, this is how they move. This is the pace that I want to play in today. Okay, this is my groove for tonight, you know? And thirdly, and this is very underrated, and you can use it as a warm-up, and you don't even need to warm up after it. Watch a demo. I'm not joking. You like download MIBR versus Furia or something. You watch, let's say, who do you want to watch, guys? I don't know. Like Schools. You want to watch Skulls. How does he play ramp? You play ramp, you like him? Then, okay, this was a good way of playing. So, why not just use it, you know? Like, you like how he plays, he's being very efficient at it. You look at how he rotates, you look at how he positions himself and sets himself up for kills. Why not just watch a demo, learn how to position yourself, and then the mechanics, well, you shoot aimbots for like pretty much every day, right? You do aimbots, you do like, what else? Death matches. It's all the same thing. You just need to pull down your mouse. It's just like where your crosshair is, and then you pull it down. So, yeah, if you want to just watch a demo before a game and not even warm up, that's completely viable. Any questions about this part, about pre-game rituals? Maybe you want to add something, perhaps? No questions at all. Warm-up. This is important, okay? Your warm-up should not be your practice. There are two separate things. Practice is when you isolate a certain thing that you want to practice on. For example, your counter strafes, or just your flicking, your like aiming, your pre-fires, XYZ. You practice that specifically. But for your warm-up, you're just supposed to feel out the mouse space, feel out the keyboard, feel out your movement. You're just supposed to feel like comfortable. And the best warm-up, and it is the best warm-up, is refrag. Like, I know that I'm their ambassador, but they are the best at what they do, because they adapt to every single situation, and you can tune out how you want to warm up. And in fact, if you go to their website, and I'll actually show it to you too, you will see how other pro players warm up. So, for example, there's Elige, there's Twists, and there's a bunch of other routines that you can complete, and they take like, what, 20 minutes, 15, 10, like some of them are 5, and they're pretty effective at what they do. They warm you up exactly for the purpose, you know? So, I really recommend using refrag as a warm-up, but if you want to, you know, warm up your own way, everyone warms up their own way, but, you know, I disagree with that. I think that plus minus, you should be like paying attention to very similar things when you're warming up. And they are, let me change the screen to another one. And what you're supposed to be focusing on during warm-up is your mouse motion and friction, the way that you move your mouse, the way that it like slides on your mouse pad, you're supposed to like feel it. It's supposed to be like a second nature to you, right? And you want to like, this is the groove. I need to make like a certain move in order to kill a person right here, and just feel it out, right? Then crosshair. You're supposed to be looking at your crosshair, right? You're not. You can look around the map. You can look around like certain corners, but for most of the time, you guys have small crosshairs, and you need to be paying more attention to them than to other elements on the screen. So if you want to look more around the map, like with your own eyes, you should set a bigger crosshair because it will be a lot easier for you to aim. But for most of the time, you're supposed to be hyper focusing on this like small cross on your screen and where it is and how the enemy is going to be peeking into it. And finally, movement. Make sure that you're doing your counter strafes and you're just tapping into the wall, and you make sure that they're all going in one circle, okay? If you fucked up a counter strafe, okay, I'm doing it again. 20 taps strafing, okay? We do dead zones. Yep. You guys know what dead zone exercises are?
No.
Okay. A dead zone exercise is when you do not use your mouse at all, and you just need to like do mouse 1, and you need to move into your target. So let's say I'm standing right here, the enemy is to the right. I point my mouse at his general direction, but I use my keys to put the crosshair on his head.
Alright. Yep.
Yeah,
So you are just from the keyboard, yeah.
Yeah, that's, I promise you, it might seem like stupid to you, but it's very good because you don't realize how many times you actually don't react in time to the head. Just actually try it, like before every before your gaming session, like actually like go on aimbots and do dead zone exercises and feel out your keys correctly, you know? Because in Counter-Strike you need to be standing still and shooting. If you fuck up your movement, you fuck up your shot, and then you're like, damn, my aim is shit. But it's not that your aim was shit, it was your movement that's bad. So if you make sure that your movement is clean, then it means that you're gonna be hitting your shots when you aim at them, right?
Yep.
You guys have any questions on this part? Maybe you'd like to add something? Wow. Today is as clear as day. And finally, performance. When you actually get into the game, there are 3 things that you need to go into it, and you have to be like ready to perform. The first thing of performing is being mindful of everything that's happening. Do you guys know what mindfulness is? Like, does anybody have a definition for it?
Can you explain, please?
Okay. Mindfulness is when you are aware of what's happening at all times. It's like you're not hyper focused on something, but it's rather you don't have narrow attention and you don't have broad. It's like moderate. You understand, okay, these guys gave me info that they pushed B main. Okay, then it means that they're probably gonna be coming A. And so you're like, team, okay, time to rotate to A because B main is clear, right? So you understand what's happening on the map, and you're making sure that your team does the same thing, and you adjust accordingly to what happened. Yeah, and then we go into communication and strategy. What do your teammates actually need to hear? They need to hear rotations. They need to hear, okay, they're coming over to B. There's no enemies at this spot, and it means that another player can be rotating to another spot. Or just like fall back, go in, flashing in, smoking this, XYZ. Finally, strategy. There are a lot of very easy strategies that you can implement in your games like after this match. And I can show you a couple of them on Anubis because they're very effective. It's scarily effective. And unless an enemy team is stacking A, you cannot win that. It's just how it works. And so when you have your own strategies that you call to randoms that are, working in your experience, then why not use them every game? Do you think you're gonna get counter-stratted? No. The same thing happens every game. On a noob, it's like 2-1-2 or 1-2-2. It really doesn't change. So, you can be running the same strat 100 times and you can be winning like 99% of the pistol rounds. So, having set strategies for certain rounds like eco, pistol, force is extremely not beneficial but advantageous when you actually go into a game. And finally, mentality. Counter-Strike is a game that requires cold mentality where you cannot get lost and you're like, okay, this is happening, this is how I'm going to be reacting, and that's it. You're supposed to be understanding everything, what's happening around the map, and you cannot be getting mad at the enemy team, and you cannot be getting mad at your team because that's gonna fuck up your performance. So if you just play your own game, like completely, okay, this is what's happening on the screen, this is my vision of the situation, I communicate it to my team, they react, they don't react, doesn't matter, but what matters is that you're playing your own game, you're performing really good, and you don't want to be shaken by anything. By an enemy winning a clutch, who gives a shit? By your teammates being morons. Okay, bait them, win out clutches. Find your way to win. Understand how you can win the game. Anything that you guys would like to say? Any questions or anything?
I mean, I thought maybe with if you have teammates that are tilted, for example, and that affects your mentality, how could you like deal with that? I guess
It's difficult. It is one of the hardest things like to deal with when your team gets tilted and it grows on you. It is, well, first you can mute, but my thing is to like make the best out of it. They tilt. Well, all right. I don't really care when people tilt because I have a lot of hours in the game, and you eventually understand how to deal with like tilted people. You either don't speak to them, or you just mute them, and you're like, fuck it, I'm just A anchoring, I'm vibing. They're rushing A, I kill 3, you guys clean up. You try to win regardless, If a person has a shit mental, they have a shit mental. You cannot do anything about it because it's just the way that they are. And your important thing is you. So you just focus on your gameplay and you try to optimize, yourself to perform. So if you want to mute him, you can. If you want to say shut the fuck up, you can. If you want to argue with him, go for it. As long as you want to win and you're on your path to victory, then you have your own ways of doing things. So what do you think works the best for you? What things have you tried?
Oh, I tend to mute people that like if people get personally upset with me for and just I don't know, call me slurs or something, I just mute them most of the time.
Simple, classic.
And otherwise, I do tend to just kind of focus way more on my own like personal game, and just think like, okay, I'll just do my best to just have a lot of impact, I guess, and hope my team is able to win.
Yeah, just provide your own impact. You're doing the right things.
Yeah, I just bait them. I won't lie, I just... Oh, I don't have to buy a gun. He will die anyway.
Yeah, I'll just slash in for you, bro.
Yep, here. Take it.
Yep, so...
Wait the AVP window.
Yep, maybe bait him so hard that he will leave.
That's a new strategy. I have never thought about it. Good call.
Yep, you should try it.
Anyway, guys, we are all positive gamers. We're not toxic, right? We're chill. We're trying to win. We never get mad. We are angels.
Yeah, totally.
No,
We are monarchs.
I flame a lot. But I'm flaming for a right reason. if you're mad at something, for example, at your team, and you want to express it to them, make sure that you're not passive aggressive, because when you're passive aggressive, that's actually way worse than being actually mad. It's like a psychological thing, and I experienced it myself because I tend to be very passive aggressive, and people read on it and they get mad at that. If you want to be mad, just be mad. Just be like, Orange, what the fuck are you doing, man? Like, you need to do this, but you're doing this. It's not correct. Let's make this right together. When you express your emotions, people understand it easier. And when you're being passive aggressive, you're like, Orange, what do you think you're doing, man? Yeah, good luck to you, man. I'm not feeling passive aggressive right now, so I cannot replicate it, but you get what I mean. Just express the way that you feel, but in case you don't want to act mad, you need to learn how to cope with it. And the best way to, cope with a bad emotion is to you breathe in, full chest, then you get another breath in, hold, breathe out. You do this 3 times, you don't feel stressed at all. I promise you, it's a life hack. And yeah, mental. This is the performance slide, but the most important thing is to understand yourself, how you work, how you like to play the game, how you want the game to be for yourself, and how you how you are in real life. Should you be playing at 3 in the morning? Fuck no, guys. You should be playing at 3 in the morning because you guys are tired, your reaction time drops, your irritability increases, and that's when it just goes downhill. If you want to play at 3 a.m., you get 2 white monsters, you chug them, and you beat everyone just because you're not tired. But I never said this to you. Never do this. So yeah, guys, you need to understand yourself before actually... No, you need to understand yourself to get into the flow state, and you need to understand what works for you the best. Because I give you all these general advices, but you're like, nutrition. Okay. For some people, they just really like McDonald's. And they live, they play. There's a kid that recently won the Fortnite championship, and a video was posted from his room, and it was just McDonald's bags everywhere. And he won 400K, $400,000 just from eating McDonald's. Easily.
More McDonald's. More McDonald's, more swings. Come on.
Nah, guys, don't eat McDonald's. It's very bad for you. Don't eat fast food. Eat proper food. Rice, chicken, meat, all this stuff, vegetables. Make sure that you eat clean. It's really important for your health. And in the long run, you'll say thank you to your younger self. Because, kids can be eating McDonald's every day. They fuck up their blood, their gut. Yeah, they really fuck it up. So make sure you understand what you eat. And it's not gonna be KFC or shawarma every day. And even then, shawarma is considered to be the cleanest fast food there is. Because there's chicken, there's salads, there's yogurts and sauces. Why is it bad? And it's no buns, it's lavash. And lavash is flour made on water.
Yep. I think the bad things are just the sauces. I think maybe the fries, but just yeah.
Yeah, fries and sauces. Yeah, that's the worst thing. But all in all, it's good nutrition. I'll be eating shawarmas every day, but without fries. I'll put extra lettuce or extra tomatoes. But yeah, understanding yourself is important, and tuning everything to your liking is a must-have. So, thank you for listening. Do you guys have any questions about this topic specifically, about flow state? What, maybe supplements you can take? What other things can you do in order to perform?
Yes. I have a question.
Mhm.
I feel myself nowadays so inconsistently. And I don't know what is the problem. I sleep enough, I eat good, and I don't know what is the problem.
Do you change your playstyle a lot?
No, I don't change playstyle. I play with a team, and they are a little bit tilted.
Mm-hmm. At you?
No, for the game, just tilted.
They're tilted?
They're tilted. Yeah, they're screaming and etc. etc.
Yeah. Also, yeah, of course. Having a good mental environment is also important. You just don't go in with people who are screaming all the time and you perform. That's not how it works. It's not like you can be like Neo in that situation. You try to be Neo, but you cannot be completely him. So if your team is actually tilting you, then you should be saying like, dude, we have a problem. Let's resolve it. And then you make sure that you guys like, understand what the issue is. And then if this persists, just leave. You'll find new better teams. They're not the only people in the world. But regarding inconsistent performance, if you think that the mental environment in the team really affects you, you first try to fix it. If nothing works, you leave. That's what happened to me. So yeah, the mentality in the team was just not it for me, and I left because after I talked with the guys, nothing changed, and I was like, why do I need to stay?
Thank you so much.
Yeah, very simple.
Do you think it's achievable to have the flow state, like like what's the word?
Consistent.
Yes, like for the whole game, like from the start to the end.
Well, you can get caught off guard, but it's not because you were not in the flow state, but it was rather because you didn't know that something could be happening, like a piece of information slipped through, or you just didn't know that the guy was there. Like sometimes you just get outplayed, and it's completely fine. It's like completely okay. You just understand that okay, this guy can be standing under the window next time. Sure, you just preempt that you kill him next time. But of course, like some things depend on the flow state, some things don't. But flow state is what you try to strive for when performing, and sometimes you'll just get outplayed and nothing really, like it's not a bad thing. But if we're gonna take a look at my games, I do my stuff consistently. I'm like very serious about this, and let's just grab my last 5 games. Here 17-9, we rolled these guys. Here 20-9, and these guys, it's not like they're bad. They they play the game. They're face at level 10s, 3000 elo almost. And it doesn't matter who I play against. I don't care. I really don't. And right here, I know we won this one. But right here, we played against a guy who was in ECL, and like, all right, 4,000 matches. You got 3.7 thousand elo.
Damn.
And I didn't play bad at all. 18-16. I won a clutch against them. So, I don't care. I don't care who I play against. In the end, everyone has the same player model, and everyone takes positions. If you know where they stand, there's no way you don't kill them. And the thing is, you can always pre-fire. It's your mental block that, that fucks you over. You're swinging an angle and you don't even stop. Like, what the fuck? You can always pre-fire something. Because you just know that he's there. That's, you just know. Then here, next game. Like 19 to 17, also, good. Who are these guys? 3,000 matches, 3,000 elo. What about this guy? What? 2.4k, 2.3, like plus minus, like similar to me. And finally, my last game, 19 to 12. And these guys, they actually like practice together. I think they're in the same team. This guy, 3,000 elo. This guy, 3,200 elo. And these guys sucked. So, it doesn't matter who you play against. It really does not. If you know what they're doing, and if you can shoot at them, then you can win. Get it? It doesn't matter. Like, I can be playing against Elish, Twist, Simple. I don't give a shit. I'll be playing the same way that I play. Because I trust in myself, and I trust in my mechanical abilities. I trust in my brain that for some reason, they will not expect me to peak at this timing. And even if they will, I'm doing the right thing. Because that's how the flow of the game should be at the moment. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, so everyone, like, they're not gods. Pro players, face at level 10s, they're not gods. They're people. And you can be like, oh, this guy has good aim, this guy's insane, the way that he moves, donk, la la la, tapala. They're all the same people, and you can do the same shit as them. And in fact, you can be doing better things than they are. And, Donk loses his championships despite him being one of the best fraggers in Counter-Strike. Monacy, he won one event in the last year. One. Despite him being the best player in Counter-Strike right now. Arguably. I don't know what you guys think. Zaiwu, Monacy, Donk, like 3 for me.
The big 3.
Donk can't, like, if his team isn't setting him up, useless. Zaiwu and Monacy, shit, like, that's hard, like, these guys, they know something about the game that we'll probably never understand. It's just something natural in their brain that just clicked, that they just, they're so good. And I'm not saying that you will never, but it might take you a very long time, because these guys, they probably spent a good portion of their life actually playing the video game.
Oh, yeah.
For example, I spent a year of my life playing Counter-Strike. Some
Didn't
people
you get
spent
8K hours?
Yeah, I have 8,000 hours.
Damn.
So, I spent a year playing.
8,000 hours in a year.
No, 8.
Yeah.
One
I
sec.
mean, there are 8,000 and something hours in a year. Yeah.
333. It's not an entire year, but I have like around 8,000 plus, but it's 333 days.
Yeah,
These guys
so
spent 20.
One. So Monezi has 21 and he's
Yeah.
what, 19, 20?
Yeah, Monacy is 1 month older than me, and he has 10 times my playtime. So
He spent 875 days straight in the game. And of course, he studies it, he learns about it, he plays, he knows his shit. And that's why he's one of the best players at the moment, because he puts in so much work.
Yeah. Exactly.
And he thinks about the game. When you're supposed to be playing Counter-Strike, you're not supposed to be aiming at pixels. You're supposed to have a radar in your head, like right here, and you're like, okay, you don't even need a radar in your head, but you see the radar, right? In top left, and you look at your teammates, okay, they're taking middle. You hear that a guy, like, in connector is fighting. You hear that window is fighting too. They decide to smoke top middle, and the cat guy is swinging, right? So 3 CCs on middle. And you're like, oh shit, okay, I can take a 1v1 right now on A. You kill the A guy, you check CT, You're like, okay, maybe he's like chilling at default. He peeks into you, bang. He's chilling under bulk. You sneak into sandwich, bang. And that's how it's supposed to be working. It's like elimination process. Who can kill me, who cannot? What is their setup right now based on the information that you got? And then Counter-Strike, it's almost the same every game. Like, when do you actually get shit on Mirage? You know, like, when does the enemy team actually outplay you? When they set their own tempo as a CT. But when you start recognizing that pattern, you're like, okay, I'll smoke top mid, I'll molly like the alley, or how do you call it, road. Just like when you go down middle on Mirage, you molly that, you deny all the information, and they're like, fuck, they can be behind boxes, and then they fall back to sites, and you're like, okay, we can fake this site, like you can just throw like a jungle smoke. They start rotating, then you go out middle, and then this fucking dumbass on cat is like, middle? I love middle! And he sees 3 Ts with AKs. What's he supposed to do about that? Because, you know what? He was not in the flow state. When was the last time, like, you saw 3 Ts coming out without flashes to middle? You never saw that. Like, very rarely do you see, like, this stuff happening. But I try to call such stuff in my games if we're losing, so that the enemy team is like, dude, like, what the fuck? They're peeking with flashes. Who does that? Good players do. And actually, I would like to show you around. We were on an eco, I believe, and we were like, shit, what do we do? I'm flanking them.
That's not flow state. If they're acting a dumb, that's just being a dumbass.
Well, they just didn't know about flow state. They just didn't know about me. They didn't know about my lessons, man.
I mean, I think that sometimes making a dumb play can be the correct play.
No, it has to be. It's like a dumb play is a dumb play. It cannot be that. Like,
Well,
let's be honest. There's a lot of dumb players in this game. Like a lot. I'm not even like a lot.
I mean, I'm thinking more so like, let's stay simple. He makes a lot of plays that he goes for like a no scope that nobody would ever hit. I think that's actually just a dumb play, but it does win him the round in the end.
It's intuition. It's intuition.
Yeah.
You cannot go against your intuition. This is why I say, like, you can pre-fire absolutely anything, just if you feel like it. When you feel the intuition to pre-fire that spot, go for it. Okay, you missed the shot. He's not there. Okay, he got information, but you're like, okay, if he is not in dark, let's take Anubis. If he's not in dark and you're coming out of temple, then he is in 2 places. Either E-box or he's B main. You get it, like the elimination process, and then you gamble. Worst case scenario, you save. Okay, worst case scenario, you lose a duel. But best case scenario, you win the clutch, or you save your weapon. And then you can drop to your teammate, and then you can buy a gun for yourself, and you win the round. But, off topic. This is Face level 10. And this is like, we're about to win. And they were taking long a lot, and I'm like, okay, since my teammate is fighting middle, they have the attention, right? They're still fighting this guy, because my teammate kills a guy. I barely catch the timing to flank. They kill my teammate, and I'm like, okay, maybe I can get away with a steal. I mess this up, kill the second guy. That's it. Fall back, we get the bomb. We're vibing. My teammate is somewhere on the side. I'm making sure that they're not... Long. You know, that, like, I give information to my team. And right here, I'm like... And, like, doing this through the smoke, sometimes is the right thing. I do the same shit, like, on Anubis. You know, you go middle, you smoke, you... like, flash through a smoke, and people just look at the smoke, you know? Like, what else are they supposed to do? So they look at the smoke, they get blinded, And can they call you a dumbass for doing that? No, because you killed them and they looked at the smoke and they didn't hear the flash. So, yeah, you can be pulling out such aggressive plays, but they have to be timed at a certain way. You know, if you're like losing 0-7, fuck, okay, I gotta make a play. This is the play, I did it a million times. You kill the first guy, second guy, the B main, people push, they kill B main, last guy's in water, you just kill him from bridge. Easiest round of your life, and that's when you get the momentum, you start winning. And to continue this like conversation, like, okay, we, yeah, like, look at this, we lose the round. Go B, just go B side. One guy has an up. We're all in, you know, we're all in tunnels. 2 of our players die. They obviously understand that we're in B. Double flash out B. Double flash out B. I'm smoking doors. He's gonna be on setter and window. Flash out. Here I'm just creating space. One doors. Left side, left side. And here, I just didn't check, right? That's like, you know, I forgot about it. Like, completely flew out of my head. And I'm like, okay, what could this strat be? What can we do? I'm just making sure that the enemy team is pressed by the utility, like the Xbox smoke. Our cat player can advance, he can shift through. And here I'm like, ready to flash. Spamming.
Get close. Okay, flash.
Flashed. Bang. This guy, I rewatched the demo, he was standing right here in front of orange. He didn't shoot a single bullet. He had the crosshair in the right place, he just never shot. You know? When you get blinded with a specific flash, when you know it was designed against you, you always shoot. Like that flash right there. On Anubis, if you're playing doors, you get flashed, you start shooting. Anytime when there's a flash that's specifically designed for close quarters, you shoot. Always. And then here we're like, nice, we got the AK, we killed the ramp guy. They have armor. CT1.
One city upping, don't cross, just throw the bomb.
Right side.
Throw the bomb, throw the bomb.
Throw the bomb.
Ugh. Nice. Okay, and like, and here you go, like, a simple play, pop flash through a smoke, wins us a Nico round. Imagine how many more ideas you can come up with on your own and win rounds like that. Get an AK, then group up again, and then like let's just brainstorm right now. Let's do the same thing. Let's take those two. You smoke cat, you get a flash, your teammates are sneaking in lower tunnel, they cannot die from cat, they cannot die from middle. The only place that they can die from is lower tunnel. But they're together there as a group, so they kill the guy lower tunnel, assumably, if he's there. But he's not there, because it's seek around. And you're like, guys, I'll pop flash you through the doors right now. You throw the flash in doors, and this guy's like, yeah, I want eco kills. Gets blinded, he's forced off, or he's playing close to doors. And so if he's playing close to doors, he's dead. You know, like, if he doesn't shoot, he's dead. And he's blind, he cannot see. You swing him, you kill him, you get his one piece of utility, and you get his AK, or like an M4. Luckily, you got another flash, right? And you're like, oh, okay, we got the gun, we got the flash, okay, let's do something else. And since you were top middle flashing for them, you're like, guys, let's do long. And so you're like, okay, they're coming back. And you're like, guys, flash me in. They flash you in, and the same fucking thing happens. You get 2 kills. And imagine, like, you get 8 maps. Vertigo, Ancient, Anubis. Every map there is, you can do a similar styled play. So, yeah. You can do anything. Just remember that anything is possible, and you can do absolutely anything in this game.
He's in the flow state.
He's in the flow state, yep. But yeah, anything is possible. Like, you create your own reality in Counter-Strike. You see that the way that they play, you're the main character. Remember that, you're the main character. How are you supposed to react in this situation? You react to it. You have a read. You feel like your intuition is strong. Go with the intuition. Don't let down your inner, like, your inner animal down.
Yes.
But yeah, don't let down your intuition. Go with it. Anything is possible. Like, play the game. Play it, you know? Like, it's supposed to be like a brain exercise for you. If you play the same way, you didn't learn something about this game. But if you play this game so much, and you practiced your ideas so many times, there's no way for you to lose. Because, you know, it works. And so why not use it every time? Pro players, you cannot anti-strat everything. You cannot anti-strat every flash. You cannot anti-strat every exec. So just play the game. Whatever doesn't go your way, okay. No problem. I'll adjust to it next time. But at the moment, what can I do the best? And this is called being mindful. What can I do the best right now? Do I rotate into A site or do I stay on long? Do I flash my team into upper tunnel or no? You see? So yeah, guys. Do you have any questions about Counter?
The game sounds like easy.
It's easy, guys. I'm telling you, Counter-Strike is fucking easy. You guys, have you guys actually played other games like Overwatch, like Dota 2?
Yes.
Yeah, there you have to know what's up. In Counter-Strike, you don't have to know. Okay, like, for example, in Dota, you need to understand every character, every ability, the gold, the economy, the creeps, and all that stuff. But in Counter-Strike, there's none. It's you against other people. How can you outthink? How can you out-aim? How can you out-util them? This is the idea. You don't have to know a lot. You just need to know lineups to make your life easier. Then you need mechanical execution for that lineup. Or like, to use that lineup, okay. You smoked window, there's a guy pushing bottom middle. I fucking killed him. Okay, who's next? And you do that for every single person, for every danger that you can encounter for yourself. You look always at the most dangerous spot for you. People are like,
look at it, yeah.
Guys, okay, you're standing bottom connector. Mad scientist.
Fuck him up, please.
Interesting.
Okay. I'll just. Are you asking something or are you just speaking? Okay,
He's speaking Spanish. He's speaking Spanish.
Yo no hablo español. Yo hablo poco español, ¿ok? Muy bien.
Why you bully me? Everyone asking.
What was it? Yeah. So you're standing bottom connector on Mirage. Windows smoked off. Where do you look?
Top mid.
Okay, as a T. As a T, you smoked window. You're scaling down middle. Where do you look?
Short. Connector.
Why not underpass?
Probably would have seen him or have a guy underpass.
Yeah, but he can kill you in the back. The guy who is playing connector, he's not gonna just jump out at you. Why can't the guy be an underpass if you never saw anyone window? Just food for thought.
Jumped at the start of the round.
Yeah, he started his round, but he's still there. It doesn't change the fact that you should not clear it. You should clear it. You should molly it almost all the time. For example, you smoke window, you molly underpass, you start scaling down middle, you kill the con guy, and the under guy is like, fuck. And then he's looking at fire because he's like, oh, somebody's gonna peek me there. And your BF's player is like, what's up, bitch? And he kills him. It's like, this game is extremely simple. You just have to understand what your teammate is looking at. And you're like, okay, so I'll be looking at this and I'll be doing this. What is my responsibility currently? And it's like you bounce off each other. Of each other's actions. Get it?
Yep.
Yeah, so I promise you guys, don't overcomplicate the game. Do not. The more you overcomplicate it, the fucking harder it gets. Yeah, that was my TED talk.
So just click heads?
Yeah, just click heads. Because you know where they are, right?
Yeah.
I'll probably, I'll try to maybe show you something else.
Take anything hardcore, not yet at least.
Okay.
On site, on site.
Yellow behind box one.
Long. There's two A, one
Okay.
sniper. On site.
One.
At all.
Yeah, let's just see how I play. Just tell me if I did anything crazy here. Oh my god, oops. I have to censor that out.
I'm dead. They're all mid.
Okay.
All of them. Like every single one of them. Like no one.
Yeah, you just waited the contact from them.
Dumb bitch.
You kept your cool. Yeah, easy round.
Come on, bro. Yeah.
What the fuck?
What can you not do from what I did?
Nothing.
Tell me. Anyone can do it. Look. Okay, right here might be the most difficult part. But, I'm already aiming at the part where he's shooting it because I see it. And I'm like, okay. You can do it too. You can pre-aim stuff through walls, you know? Get out.
I'm dead.
Okay. Here you're like, okay, I'm just gonna chill behind the smoke.
Like every
This city just decides to push in. Anyone can get this kill.
like no one at all.
Here is where it gets hairy, right?
At all.
You're like, I heard a guy on short. I'll try to kill him. Another guy in the bottom, and I'm like, okay, I should go more to the right so that a guy from the top cannot swing me. So that at least the guy on the bottom gets contact first. Then another guy just, jumped up. That was just reflexes. And here I just, put my crosshair back. And here I just moved by, a little bit. And the bullet did not go in his head because, look, the crosshair is on his head. But look at me. I moved and it went into his arm. So my aim was good. But my movement was bad. So it's here. And that's it. I saw this guy jumping down. 2 shots with the eagle. That's it. Nothing difficult. Okay, situation. People are pushing long. I threw a smoke so that, it kind of splits it up and I can play around it. I nade behind it. Nade behind it. Okay, just good utility. Then I'm like, okay, I'll just push and dry. Have my crosshair at car. This guy crouches into my shots. Crashes into my shots and I'm like, okay, is there anyone else? Carefully checking it. And here is just reflective, but I want to show you something actually consistent. Oh, this is face it. You can actually use this. You guys don't realize how effective it is. You kill this guy, then you can even leave the M4 and you can jump from bench to window and control the entire jungle with a saved off. They cannot rotate. Um,
Oh, he's up.
That's some mental shit.
Oh, Suka.
Anyway, this is the button face it.
yeah, no, this is Premiere. This is like 20k Premiere.
Okay.
But do you want to see level 10 face it?
Take anything hardcore. Not
You're not gonna believe this. Go away. Go B. Just go. Oh, this is a 1v3 that I won against like the ACL pro player.
Can we go B? One in main. Red. He's better. Top mid.
Looking at cave. Okay, this guy is not playing. He was like, he has to be flashing for someone. Okay, he flashed for himself. That's just, you know, this is what like good aim looks like. Just controlled. First movement, an adjustment and shooting. That's it.
1A, 1B.
Then I'm like, okay, 1A, 1B. He could be inside donut. Not brokey. Okay, and I'm like, okay, since I don't know where they are, and they don't know where I'm at, they know that I'm like middle, but where could I actually be going? They have no clue. I thought that they have to clear out an area so that they understand like where to rotate and where to move plus minus. And I'm like, okay, I'll just chill here. I don't need to do absolutely anything. Plant the bomb. Make sure that the guy cannot like peek you from there. Why am I not looking here? To the left. Why am I not looking temple?
Because you can see him crossing, or wait.
Nope.
Can you?
Because you see the shadow. Because you see the shadow.
It's intuition. It's intuition and like the timing. Like, look, I killed this guy.
Oh, you see the guy at the beginning that it's heaven or something, no?
Bang. 42 seconds. I'm running with my knife out. I'm planting the bomb. It's like gonna be like 34. I get out. Let's assume that he was like either long or he's in cave. If he's in cave, then he's like around here right now, like next to Donut, entering right now. If he's in CT, he's like somewhere red. No way that he could be crossing to Temple. That would have been like an extra fast rotation. Okay. A main. Okay, he cannot be there. And that's when I decided to hold an off angle on Temple. And that's the ECL pro player who I'm in the 1v1 against.
You're so handsome.
Decides to stick it. And like, here we go. One movement, second movement, first bullet connection. Could you have won it? If you had this, yeah, you can win anything. It's just your thought process in the moment. Are you supposed to spray transfer them, or am I just gonna isolate them 1v1, 1v1, 1v1? That's what I did. 3 1v1s, 3 victories.
So handsome, dude.
This guy, he knew that I was there too, but he was like, I'll just stick.
Pros don't fake.
Handsome, dude. Holy shit, I've never seen someone so handsome in my life.
Literally. But yeah. I'm not, you know, I'm not a god. I just understand.
And got the beep to do it.
You got a what?
The beep.
Peep?
I can say the balls.
The balls to do it. You need to win this game somehow. And it's, you know, you have to peek, you have to take the duels. Like, don't be scared to play the game. What are you playing for if you're scared? You want to create highlights, you want to be like a fucking good player, you know? If you understand how to be a good player in the current situation, and if you make that a habit to be for every game, you're an unwinnable player. If you're winnable, you make it so difficult for the enemy team to win against you. So, and that's the goal, to be very difficult to win against. You don't want to just feed every time. You don't want to just like swing for no reason. You want to pre-fire stuff. You want to just like jiggle one tap. You want to like impress. You need to read. That's what Counter-Strike is about, is like persistence and outthinking your opponent. Mechanical execution. Okay. You have to have the brains to do it, you know? So yeah, guys. Do you have anything like Counter-Strike related questions, something specific? Because that was my kind of lecture about flow state and about the way that I view the game and the way that you should view the game too. Any questions? No questions. Okay, guys, what did you learn today? Who would like to speak? Martus, I'm picking on you. Martus, what did you learn today? Martus didn't learn anything today. Psych, what did you learn today?
So basically today we learned that everyone can do anything that you can see, just need the capacity to do it. And actually to fight like with your mind, because your mind is the only thing that is stopping you from getting better and better.
Yeah. Matrix, yeah? Matrix is what was stopping him, you know? He was like, he knows that this isn't real. The spoon doesn't exist. There's no barrier.
Yeah.
That's right, man. That's right. That's it. There's no barrier to your level of gameplay. There's none.
You can literally fake everything. You can fake confidence. You can fake being a good player. You can fake everything. You just gotta do it.
Yeah. Okay, who would like to be the next speaker? Mopsley, you were pretty active today.
Danny, you cool as fuck.
You're cool as fuck, bro. Thank you.
It's very good. It's very good for me. I don't really feel like consistently nowadays, and it's a mental boost for me.
That's what's important.
That's helped me a lot. It's helped me a lot.
Good. That's important. You win the game with your mental, not with your aim.
Yeah.
Aim just came from mentality that I don't want to suck.
Everything comes together at some point.
See this? It's like growing. This is what it was meant for. Everything will find its place in your life. Like Nedim, what did you learn today?
Yeah, no need to overcomplicate stuff. It's that easy, you know. Just make it simple in your mind, and hopefully, like, it will give results. Like, don't overthink stuff. Don't think like about, oh, I need to move like this, shoot like that. Like, what did they pick me here? I don't know. Maybe just try go with the flow. I don't know. But I guess like you also need pretty much a lot of experience for that.
Yes, but okay, listen, guys. You need to go with the flow, but you cannot be messing up the fundamentals. You know, you cannot be missing your strafes. You cannot be like missing your pre-fires. So when you have solid fundamentals, that's when you get that's when you get into the flow state, because you're thinking about the game. You're thinking about the enemy. You don't think about yourself at all. You're only thinking about the enemy. Like, next game, think only about your enemy and warm up before it. They will not win because they don't think about you. They think about, how do I not fuck up this play? Or like, what? Like, they're lost. They don't know what they're doing. They're like, probably they're AIs, man. Like, I'm considered a lot of people are just like, you know, out of this world. So just think about your opponent and be like, could he be in A main or no? You clear him out. Okay, he's not there. Where the fuck else? Ah, okay, he's just like chilling in heaven. I know that he's there. I don't need to check anything else. Ah, no, he could be actually pillar. You check pillar, he's there, you kill him. So it's you practice your fundamentals, but also you need to like actually apply your fundamentals, like your spray. What the fuck are you learning it for? Because when a guy peeks into you, you control your spray, right? Or like this happens to you. A guy peeks E-box, you kill the guy on bridge 2. I wanted to show this, I forgot to mention it, to actually show it to some people, but a really good strategy, like for Anubis, I'll give you 2 good strategies. Actually 3. So one thing that you can do, if you want to go towards B, you can say, okay guys, 4 people, shift right here, and then when I fake A, you shift into B side, and they'll hear the E-box players rotating, and you guys come, and you have an empty site. I'm not joking, like, this works so many times. I made a reel about this, you get like 15,000 views. Because this shit works. Like, you fake A, you buy Pit to 50, or like, smoke flash, or smoke flash Pit to 50, and you're like, okay guys, I'm smoking heaven. First flash for a main. Second flash for the camera guys. And these guys are already like, from ebooks, they're probably like right there. And you sit here and you hold them. You start tapping at them. And at the same time, your teammates are coming out B. They already are planting the bomb. And 2 people are already right here. And you're shooting them in their face, but also your teammates are killing them in the back. That's the first one. Second is, you do exactly the same nades. Just in case, you'll be able to rewatch everything that I, say. So, you can always go back and rewatch the grenades. Shift. Jump throw. You're doing everything the same. A main flash. Camera flash. But instead of going B main, 4 teammates stand right here. They hear the E-box players push. They kill both of them. They go B. Cool, right? So, that's that. And then finally, you can always do something like this. Heaven smoke. And I think that you should be going right here somewhere. You jump over, it doesn't matter, because you're rushing A anyway. Oh, fuck. And you just flash over this window. Because rarely does somebody play with, like, in A main. Okay, a secret. This is an actual corporate secret, okay? This is my, like, how I succeed in my games. As a CT... Oh. As a CT, you buy these guns. You buy this, you buy this. You drop a flash to your teammate. Like in middle. And then you play right here with a smoke. You hear them rushing. Guys, how can you win against this? How can you win? You got people with Glocks and you're like... You have dual Berettas. You can kill 3 like this. Like so easily. Because these guys... They jump out the smoke. This is where their crosser is. In your levels. Like, this is what... Like, how they jump out. They're like... And they would never expect someone to be here with dual Berettas. Like, actually, next time you're on Anubis, try this. Like, try this. Just smoke this. They're still pushing in. Or if you want to make it extra spicy...
Easy win.
You tell me that people can win against this? No, man. Like, they can't. And also, just a really good nade. Smokes off left side. And this will allow you to, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or like you clear that. But you see how it is so easy to just pick a 1v1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Clean movement. You first stop moving and then you react to your opponent. That's how it works in CS. Yeah, guys. I think I showed everything that I wanted to show for today. Anyone else would like to share what they learned or just like overall thoughts about what we've been speaking out today?
Start to really doing things not not mechanically, but just by muscle memory. Memory. Wait. It's pretty late. Muscle memory. Like doing shit just because you have to do it and not just like thinking about it.
Doing shit because you have to do it, not because you what?
You think about it like throwing that flash over beyond Mirage. Everyone does it, but none of their teammates are pushed on
Yeah, exactly. Mindfulness. Mindful.
Yeah.
You see that the guy is pushing cat. You throw the flash. Then you don't flash middle just because like fucking automatic. You see the guy is actually like fighting in window or he's dropping. You flash for him. 149, 147 from A side. Corporate secret. Don't tell anyone, guys. The flashes are too good, bro. Anyway, don't autopilot. Aim, strafe cleanly, eat, sit properly, learn about the game, learn new smokes, get good teammates, and
go outside.
Yeah, go outside. Actually, a really good thing. Between your games, if you like walk around for 5 minutes, your cognitive performance increases. So like your thinking, your logics, your like eyesight, it all is going to be better than instead of a gamer who would be just sitting down and playing. Yeah, I'm not lying. Real. There's a study about that. I think it was League of Legends players that were like in the study. So if you can go on the balcony, breathe some air, enjoy life. And yeah, I think that this lesson concludes, about flow state. We had a really good discussion. You got to know some little things about utility and Counter-Strike, about mentality, general directions, or like general ideas and concepts about flow state. So before queuing tomorrow or anytime or even after this lesson, watch this frag movie and pay attention to the second quote that's in it. By the way, it's mine. It didn't get a lot of views, but I think it's cool because it's Matrix and I made it themed. I made it seem like a movie. They're cool quotes. And so hopefully it will re-inspire you to play like a god, to get you back in the zone. So, yeah, guys, thank you all for coming. Thank you all for... Could you show the lineup again? The lineup, I'll post this lesson on my channel so that you're able to see like all the lineups and all the things that I'm speaking about, okay?
Thank you, Danny.
Okay.
Thank you, Danny.
Yes. No problem. So, guys, I hope you enjoy everything. You guys, first of all, you should go sleep and think about some of the words and some of the things that I preached about today. As people say in the modern days, he's preaching. So yeah, guys.
Contemplating.
Click heads. Be smart. Practice. And anything is possible. You guys got it. You guys can be faced with level 10s easily. You can be a lot more than you think. You're a lot stronger than you actually know. So, yeah, guys. Thank you for being here with me. I am Danny, the Bachelor of Science in Esports, actually. So, yeah, guys. Thank you for having me. Have a good evening.
Thank you, Danny.
Good night, Danny. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, guys.
Hearts for you, boys. Hearts for you. Guys, if you have any questions, just shoot me a message. If any questions, shoot me a message, guys.
Oh, by the way, do you got an esports degree by any chance?
Yeah, I study esports.
Damn, that's crazy. So what do you do in university? I think you don't know.
I study esports performance. I study business. I study overall how the industry operates. I work at different events. Anything that's esports related, I do it pretty much. I do content creation. I do photography.
So how a class of esports goes? Like, do you do different activities every day, or because I don't know, I'm thinking to go for that, or if I'm not going for that, I go to be, I don't know, like a doctor or something.
In our programs, we study first about the business. It's our most important thing. Is to actually understand how to work in such a business. Do you want to be a manager? Do you just want to be a cameraman, light technician, whatever you want? And
different skills, like.
And what you do during class, you get a presentation, you learn. For example, for me right now it's esports performance, and I learn about caffeine. I learn about postures, emotional wellness. There are a lot of things really to consider, and we read the studies. So it's kind of esports research, and it's like you learn all the sciences but through the esports lens, and that's what makes it fun. That's what keeps you engaged. So like I didn't study biology. I did study, but I didn't like it because the amount of information that you have to intake is extreme. It's a lot. And I'd rather know specific things that I need to know. And so, for example, last semester I studied sports psychology, and it was not sport. And now I apply everything from that class to here. And they can talk to you about like attention, about stress, about flow state was one of them. Arousal levels. Actually, one sec. I have like a little cool thing. Wait, is it here? I don't think it's here. But I have a little list that shows all the topics that I studied in sports psychology, and they're all connected, like with the same color. So it means that how are they connected? And I can send it to you guys if you're curious. Just send me a DM right now. I can send it to you, and you can do individual research about every topic, because the topics are not hard, but they are extremely valuable for like performance and understanding your own mind. So there's a lot of things, but I do a lot of my own thing. For example, content creation, streaming, working at events. Like this summer, I went to Saudi Arabia because the person who owns this, he was my professor, and I was working as a coach for him. I was editing videos for him, and I was just doing a lot of things. And he invited me to Esports World Cup, and I went and I filmed for him.
Yeah, I see. So like, how did you manage to go in this university? Is it grading by like the last exams? Like, are you from Russia?
Yeah, I'm from Russia.
How does high school work there? So after high school, you got a big exam, no?
After high school, we have a state or like a state exam. Basically, it's everywhere, and you take those. I got good grades. I went to another school, like into another university at first. I went to like a business school. I didn't like it there, and I transferred to here. And because all my grades were good, I just came over, and I was, an exemplary student. So there's no way that they didn't accept me. And yeah, that's how I got into this. And you know,
Nice.
I already have like a very rich like path of in esports, so it's only gonna get better, man.
Yep. Keep going. You're inspiring others. Yep. It's good.
It's, I'm glad. I'm glad.
Yeah.
Sure, guys. When I'll be like working in esports, you hopefully you guys are gonna be players.
Of course. I'm gonna shout you out.
Shut up, Danny. Let's go. Ладно, ладно.
Bye, Danny. Thank you. I'm gonna go to sleep. It's too late.
Thank you, guys. Давайте. Ciao.
Bye bye.
Yeah, thank you.
See ya.
Bye. Good night.